We are living in some bizarre times right now, people. With everything that's going on, it's no wonder that many of us are struggling with anxiety over money. And that's totally normal. Our brains are wired for anxiety as a protection mechanism. But if that anxiety isn't protecting you right now, more like making you miserable or completely insane, then let's talk about some things that you can do about it. I'm Melissa Ford. Welcome to Damsel of Success, where you can get advice on all things money. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when I post a new video every Wednesday. One note before I get into things. I'm personally extremely lucky to be able to work from home right now. But many people who are very close to me are not and are being hit really hard by this. Just know that if you're going through a rough financial time right now, my heart is absolutely with you. I'll link some resources that may help you below. Moving on. I've definitely struggled with money anxiety. Oh man, have I struggled. See, I have this little depression monster in my head who really likes to mess with me.
You'll never be successful. Only the rich get richer. You're one step from the streets, and you smell like cheese.
Shut it, Myrtle. His name is Steve, but I call him Myrtle to piss him off. He's not exactly a feminist. And right now, Myrtle has a lot of extra material to work with.
It's happening. The apocalypse is here. Sell all your stocks. Sell your socks, too. Sell everything just in case. Except toilet paper. Buy all the toilet paper. All of it. No toilet paper was harmed during the making of this video. All will be used on my butt.
And yes, I do have an imaginary voice in my head that manifests itself as a psychotic chicken. Accept it and move on. Just move on. Moving on. See, mental health and money go together like shoo-wop, shoo-wada-wada, yippity-boom-de-boom. One triggers the other, which triggers the other until Myrtle is running the party instead of you. But over the years, I've learned a few tricks that work for me at least when I'm feeling anxious about money, and I'd like to share them with you. So here are 5 things you can do the next time your little monster shows up. I don't know about you, but the easiest way to get my anxiety rolling in the first place is to ignore my money, especially if I know there's a problem. And that goes double during a financial crisis. And in this case, the only way out is through. Money is something you just have to check in on every now and then to make sure it's okay, like a Pokemon or whatever. That's what Pokemon do, right? I actually have no idea. You're its mama and it needs you, or else it's going to start crying and throwing up all over itself and all the other gross things that babies do. And that baby's not going to stop crying unless you do something about it. Money problems get worse when you ignore them, not better. Never, ever better. So look your money in the eye and get to the bottom of things. Yes. You might hear some bad news or feel overwhelmed, but you can't solve a problem until you know exactly what it is. Once you face it, you can make a plan, and that's going to give you some control over the situation. And really, isn't it that sense that you don't have control part of your anxiety in the first place? I like to call it the spiral of suck. The spiral of suck goes a little something like this. You have a small money problem. It gives you anxiety and you feel too overwhelmed to handle it, so you ignore it for a little while. But the problem gets worse. So now you have a much bigger problem and you feel even more overwhelmed and more anxious and you can't deal, and on and on and on until what was a tiny little dripping faucet has turned into Niagara Falls. But you don't have to stay in the spiral of suck. You can get into the spiral of killing it. And that looks a little something like this. You have a money problem. It's uncomfortable, but you look it straight in the eye and you make a plan about how to deal with it. Then you take the steps in your plan and you solve it. Now you've learned a ton, and now you know how to prevent it from happening again. So not only are there fewer problems likely to happen in the future, but you feel more capable of handling them if they do. So the next time a problem with your money comes along, it's just easier to face. Here's the thing. You don't kill money anxiety with kindness. You kill it with confidence. And confidence is built through mastery. You just have to learn to master your money problems. As an example, let's talk about one big problem that might be on your mind right now: getting behind on debt payments. If you're experiencing financial hardship right now, it is absolutely critical to reach out to your creditors as soon as possible. Many of them have forbearance programs that are already in place that might help you with fees, payment plans, or delayed payments while you're having trouble. And they have those programs for a reason. It doesn't just benefit you, it benefits them too. Otherwise, let's be honest, they probably wouldn't do it. See, when an unsecured debt is more than 60 days past due, the original creditor often works with a collections agency who takes 25 to 50% of the balance collected. The balance doesn't change for you, but the creditor loses a lot of money. And if the collections agency isn't successful, the creditor will likely sell your debt to a debt buyer for 4 cents on the dollar. 4 cents on the dollar! That means that if you owe $1,000 to a credit card company, the debt buyer will pay only $40 for it. All while your credit report is getting trashed and you still legally owe the debt buyer the same amount of money. Plus, of course, any fees that might have gotten tacked on in the process. So working out a plan in advance is truly a win-win situation. It's something your creditors are likely used to doing, and it's something that you should feel no shame about asking for. So as soon as you know you might have a problem paying, call them right away. Tactic number 2, get generous. No matter who you are or how much money you have, there's probably something you can do to help your community right now. And this will absolutely help get your mind off your own troubles and reduce your money anxiety. According to a Time magazine article titled "Being Generous Really Does Make You Happier," research has indicated that spending money on others can be as effective at lowering blood pressure as medication or exercise. Amazing! So right now, when you're having money anxiety, this is the time to be generous. If you have disposable income, consider making a donation, or on a smaller scale, order takeout from local restaurants or buy gift certificates to use later to help them stay in business. If you don't have money to spare right now, give your time. Chances are you've probably got more time or more flexibility in your schedule than you usually do. Lots of organizations who serve vulnerable members of our community are still operating, and they need help more now than ever. I myself just applied to be a delivery driver at my local food bank, which is only going to take me a couple of hours a week and will hopefully help a little bit. You could also give blood, or organize an online party for the extroverts in your life, or take a cue from our friends in Italy and give a concert off your balcony. Whatever you're capable of, now is the time to give. It's good for the community and it's great for your brain. So what's one way you could give back right now? Let's all post one idea in the comments. Don't overthink it, just post the first thing that comes to your mind. And be sure to post some support for ideas that other people mention too. Now more than ever, it's really important to show each other some love and support. Okay, on to trick number 3. Interrupt the pattern. This one is really useful right in the moment when your anxiety is at its worst. And what you're going to do is distract yourself. Do anything, and I mean anything, to interrupt that repetitive voice in your mind. The more physical the thing you're going to do is, the better. Take a walk, go for a drive, blast some upbeat music, splash cold water in your face, run as fast as you can for 30 seconds, sing a happy song, tell somebody a joke, have a 1-minute dance party, or pose like a superhero. Fun fact, there's actually science behind that last one. Did you know that posing like a superhero, or even just stretching out your body as far and wide as you can, is a scientifically proven way to increase your confidence? Harvard social scientists say that just 120 seconds of powerful posture increases your testosterone, which is your dominance hormone, about 20%. while dropping your cortisol, which is your stress hormone, 25%. And guess what? I absolutely do this. So if you see me out in the wild getting my pose on, you'll know I'm probably about to step into a situation where I need a little boost.
Come on, you got this. You got this.
Yes, hello. I would like to cancel my gym membership. But you can do whatever activity you want. It might feel weird at first, but it also might be just enough to snap you out of it. One side note, please don't do anything that could cause you to hurt yourself. That's not at all what I mean. This should leave your mind and body better than when you started. Good vibes only. On to our next money anxiety trick. Where the other tactics focused on money anxiety in the moment, these next two are more of a long con. But honestly, they're also the most effective way of getting rid of anxiety about money for good. Trick number 4 is to retrain your brain. From the day we're born, we are bombarded with messages about money. And if you're experiencing money anxiety, chances are pretty good that somewhere along the way you picked up money messages that just are not serving you. Things like more money, more problems, or money is the root of all evil, or only the rich get richer, or framing money from a scarcity mindset. These ideas are simply not true, and they're definitely not helping you, your money, or your anxiety. So how do you get rid of them? It takes time and it takes vigilance to retrain your brain, but here are some ways you can do it. By the way, I'm just going to list these here so this video isn't crazy out of control long, but if you want to dig a little deeper on this step, I put together a free worksheet that you can download on my website, and I will link to that in the description below. So number 1 on the retrain your brain list is to dig out the root of your own negative money messaging. Figuring this out lets you acknowledge where it's coming from so you can see it more clearly, see it for what it is, and give it less power over you. Number 2 is guided money meditation. By the way, even if you don't think meditation will have a positive effect, you should do it anyway. Studies have shown reduced anxiety in people who were required to attend regular meditation sessions, whether they thought it would help them or not. So do it. Number 3 is post positive money reminders around your home or choose passwords with positive money messages. I really like that password trick. It's just this little subliminal reminder plugged into your day. Number 4 is to start a money gratitude journal. Again, shifting focus to the good things money is doing in your life helps you see things in a different way. Number 5, positive money affirmations. You can find a ton of these with a Google search, and I also have a whole list of them in the download I mentioned earlier, which I will link in the description. There's one more big way that you can retrain your brain, which brings me to my 5th and final trick to reduce your money anxiety. And that is to get help if you need it. If you're in a place where your anxiety over money is getting in the way of living your life, then it's time to ask for help. That help could come in the form of working with a financial coach if you're facing money problems that you're not sure how to solve. By the way, that's not a service that I currently offer, but I can recommend 2 fantastic money coaches that work with their clients remotely, so you can get them from anywhere. I will put their info in the description below as well. Help can also come in the form of seeking counseling and possibly managing your mental health with prescription medication. Or it could be some combination of all of the above. If you're not sure what's right for you, here's a simple way to decide. Are you facing real financial problems that are causing you anxiety? Or do you have anxiety about money whether or not your finances are in good shape? If it's the former, it might be best to start off with speaking to a financial coach or a financial counselor. If it's the latter, talking to a mental health professional probably makes the most sense. Regardless of what you choose, there is no shame in getting the help you need. I've definitely used all 3 of those methods at one time or another, or right now. And I can tell you that the absolute best investment you can make is in your mental health. It can feel so expensive, I know, and it might be to you right now, but it's absolutely worth every penny. In fact, and I say this about almost nothing at all, but if it takes putting it on your credit card to get the help you need, I still think you should do it. Why? Because it's really hard to master your finances if your mind is playing tricks on you. It's just not a level playing field. So don't waste another day making yourself feel sick over money or feeling overwhelmed. Reach out and get the help you need. So hopefully some of these tricks will help you to reduce your money anxiety during this crazy blip in our history. Remember, it's totally normal to get anxious over money, especially right now. But taking any of these actions might help keep overwhelming anxiety at bay. And remember, if you're looking for a little extra help with your money mindset, I've got a free download that can help. It includes a list of money affirmations that you can read every day or print out and post around your house to remind you that there are other ways to think about money other than like a dumpster fire. And there's lots of other stuff in there too, so check it out. And if you've got a little extra time on your hands right now and want to learn more about how you can get better with your money this year, watch my video on that very topic. I'll link it in the description below so you can find it super easy. If you liked this video, please hit the subscribe button. I am brand new and your likes tell YouTube to show my videos to more people. It absolutely does make a difference, so I really appreciate you hitting that like button and helping me out. And if you loved this video, subscribe. There's so much more to come about how to shift your money mindset and reach your financial goals. I don't want you to miss anything, so hit that subscribe button and hit the bell to be notified when I share a new video every single Wednesday. That's all for now. See you soon.